everyone, welcome back. So hopefully you've now read the article, Departing Employee Abuses Company Card. So when people leave their job, it can either be amicable or it can be in bad taste. So if you've had a really bad relationship at your company, maybe with your boss or your co-workers or just the company in general, I think quitting your job can be like a final release of stress. And if you leave immediately or if you give like a week or two's notice, I think for many people that are leaving their job, their work quality can go down quite a lot because they know it's the end, your company knows it's the end. It's just a transition period for everyone involved. But obviously some people, they leave on a much happier basis. Maybe they've left for a new job and the management of your previous company really support you. So that transition is a lot more friendly. But I think for most people, the act of quitting a job takes a lot of courage. And so usually you need a big motivating factor for you to have quit your job. And for one company in Wonju, they have found out the hard way that a company who leaves on less than amicable conditions, what damage that person can do. And so she was an accountant for the company who had access to the company card. And I guess when she left the company, she had to physically give back the physical copy of the company card that she had. But before she had done that, she'd actually signed up this company card for all of her direct debits. And also still had the accounting number, the card number, all of the security information for the card, which allowed her to make online purchases. And for some reason, and maybe this is a big company and they didn't realize until an audit happened, but she managed to get away with this for 4 months. And in those 4 months, she managed to spend 30 million won of this company's money, and obviously thought that she could get away with it until the company caught her. And now she faces jail time for her crime of stealing from her company. And so I guess that just means that a lot of people, when they leave their companies, they often have sinister intentions. So for the example of in America, I guess a lot of people have to be quite amicable to their leaving employees for fear that someone might come to the office and bring a gun with them. Thankfully, we don't have that problem here in Korea, but maybe companies need to be more aware of who has access to their company cards to prevent something like this from happening in the future. And I guess the girl that did this is going to have a really hard time getting a job as an accountant in the future.
Right.
If you are a convicted felon for stealing from your company, I don't think anyone's going to trust you with their accounts in the future. So yes, her life has taken a drastic turn, I think. So have you ever seen an employee at a previous company or current company suddenly turn apathetic, and what caused it?
Yeah, definitely when they quit or they're already they're making their plan of quitting. So at a place that I've worked at, 2 employees, one found a better opportunity and they decided to quit. They were asked to stay longer to complete the year, but they agreed. But because they kind of know the company's position that is where they're in need of that of an employee that they don't have at the time, this person feels untouchable. So their work ethic has really changed because they know that they're untouchable at the moment. And the other one, they're already making their exit plan for some life reasons, but due to that, they're less active in their role and they're not bringing much to the company. They clock in, they do the bare minimum, and then they clock out because their mind's already somewhere else. It's kind of sad to see it, and they could have their reasons, but if you see it from the company side, it's kind of sad that you still have to pay these employees and then they're doing the bare minimum, so kind of sucks. What do you think?
I think for me, at a previous job, my co-workers and I all became apathetic at the same time because we had a sudden management change, and the new management wanted to change too many things. There was like a general lack of respect towards us as employees in general, and it was a very sudden shift from being a very happy workplace where all of us, all of the team, all of the management were really good friends and often spent time with each other outside of work, to us being like miserable every day because of the sudden change. And all of us left the company within 3 months. It was like spontaneously one after the other. So I'm not sure what happened to them. Maybe they're still in business, maybe they're not. But that was my experience. Just sudden shift in working atmosphere that made people not want to work anymore. Just, why should I give you all of my time and energy when you treat me like this? And it was a very sudden shift. But thankfully, all of us as co-workers previously, we're still friends many years later. So we survived
So you
together.
guys weren't the problem.
Yeah, we weren't the problem. We're all good friends. Even like Korean staff, foreign staff, still really good friends with each other. But the new manager, I don't know what they did with the place. They're lost. What can I say? So what are some ways for companies to prevent short-timer syndrome among employees who are leaving soon? So that feeling of like, as you said, your co-workers, they don't want to work because they know that they're leaving.
I think I can't imagine what could make them put more effort into their work unless it was tied to money, like an incentive, like telling that employee, unless you maintain this level of work ethic at work, then you won't receive an X amount of your severance or something. I don't agree with it, but I don't know what else would make somebody work hard if they're already leaving. I can't. I don't know. I don't know what they could do for me. Maybe, or just I work hard for money.
Yes.
What about you?
I think kindness goes a long way. I think even if you have some animosity between like the person you are employing or the person that is leaving, I think like showing them that you appreciated their efforts while you were at the company, I think can go a very long way. And even if it's not sincere, like it's a little bit insincere if you like feel that way about the person that you're employing, I think that just extending a hand, being like, thank you, like I really appreciate what you did for the company, like we're sad that you're leaving, that kind of thing can go a huge way to making those like happier dynamic for the last couple of weeks that you are there. Whereas I think the standard course of action is that one person is offended, either the person who is leaving or the employer, and like there's a lack of communication in the last few weeks. One of you feels like someone's being taken advantage of, that kind of thing. And I think with that in mind, just be kind. Just be kind and say goodbye.
And money. Give a lot of money.
That too. I'd be a lot kinder if someone paid me a bit extra in the last few weeks.
I like money. That's
nice.
Nice.
Leaving bonus for
sure.
That's
nice of you to give me money.
Going away present.
Yeah.
Okay, so we hope that you enjoyed the article today. There is a lot of key vocabulary that we would like you to take a look at and try to incorporate into your everyday life. And we will see you in the next video. Bye.
Dynamic.
Dynamic.
Amicable.
Amicable.
Apathetic.
Apathetic.
Rack up.
Rack up.
Cancel out.
Cancel out.